In this lesson, we are going to be dividing rational expressions. This is the same, really, as multiplying, other than the fact you have to remember that when you're dividing, you keep the same first fraction or expression. We change to multiply, and then we do the reciprocal of the second fraction or expression. Then we follow the same rules as multiplying rational expressions. So we can simplify first. I could divide this by 12, and I could divide this by 12. And then I could simplify, divide this by x would leave me 1x left, and divide this by x. So when I multiply straight across, I get 20x divided by 3y cubed. The same principle follows when we have our other expressions. So we're going to keep the first expression. But what I'm going to do is factor the bottom of that. So divide both by 4 and get x minus 2. Then I need to take the reciprocal. So I'm going to factor this denominator first, make my x. What two numbers multiply to be -6 but add up to be 1 would be 3 and -2. But remember, that now becomes the numerator since we're doing the reciprocal. Then the numerator now becomes the denominator, and I'm going to divide by x, and I get x plus 3. So when I simplify, we can simplify the x plus 3's and the x minus 2's. So what we have left is 3 over 4x as our answer. All right, again, division. So we're going to start with the first fraction. We will factor it. 8 times -3 is -24. And our bottom value would be 10. What two numbers multiply to be -24 but add up to be -10 would be 12 and -2. And then we need to make our box. So we have 8x squared, -3, 12x, and -2x. So we find the greatest common factor of each row and each column. And that's going to be 3. So we have 2x plus 3 and 4x minus 1. In the denominator, we have 4x squared. Now, our denominator of this expression is 1, so we change it to multiply and we flip it over. And then when we factor, we're going to take out an x, and we would have 4x minus 1. Then we can simplify the 4x minus 1's. So our numerator will be 2x plus 3 times 1, which is 2x plus 3. And our denominator will be 4x cubed. All right, in our next example, we're actually going to combine multiplication and division. So in the first example, we'll leave our first fraction as x over x minus 2. But since that can't be factored, we're going to put parentheses. Our second expression of 2x plus 3 is in the numerator, so we'll put a denominator of 1. And then in the last expression, we're going to change the division to multiplication, and we are going to take the reciprocal. So the x minus 2 will be on the top, and on the bottom we'll factor to get 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3. So to simplify, we'll simplify the x minus 2's and the 2x plus 3. So our final answer will be x over 2x minus 3, leaving our parentheses on to remind us that we can't simplify any further. Here are 2 examples for you to try. Make sure that you change the division to multiplication, the second expression to the reciprocal, and make sure you are careful to factor first.